Hi, everyone. I just want to make a little note before we get started with today's podcast. We noticed that some of our film, actually the camera stopped filming partway through. We still have all the audio. So we just want to let you know that there will be some portions of today's podcast where you'll just have a still shot. But the video does come back in the end. Billy actually noticed it partway through, got up and went and got the camera going again.
Yeah.
And there are also parts in the middle too where the camera was actually focused on him, and we have that video. So it's not going to, you might see some still shot a little bit in, but then don't worry, there's going to be more video coming back and you'll be able to see everything.
Yeah. And any pictures that we pop up as well. So I don't know. I have to take blame for this because I completely jinxed myself. In the last episode, I mentioned that I was thankful there were no technological issues this whole year. And then what happens the very next episode? Some reason the camera turned off pretty early on into the shoot. But I'll do the best I can. The audio is still all there if you want to listen to this one instead. But we still have a good shot of the quilts that you can see at the beginning of the video. And everything that I do, my camera worked for some reason as well. I wish it was switched the other way because that would have been better. But anyway, sorry about that, everybody.
But we have the end of the podcast on video too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so with that, we'll jump into the beginning.
Hi, and welcome to the A Quilting Life podcast. I am Chelsi Stratton from Chelsi Stratton Designs.
And I'm Sherri McConnell from A Quilting Life.
And today is Monday, December 11th, and we have made it, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
the
crazy.
Last month of the year.
The last month of the year.
A busy, exciting month.
Yeah, we made it through November. It was a lot of family time, I feel like, in November.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to just spend more time with my family this month and maybe work a little less. And yeah.
This is episode number 99 too.
Yes.
Last double digits.
Yeah.
That is so exciting. And actually we'll be having our 100th episode this year. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the podcast.
We will. We're very excited about that. That's like a huge milestone.
It really
I feel
is.
like it really is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do our ad read from Cozy Earth, and I'll just start because Mom has some fun stuff to talk about it. But we are grateful for Cozy Earth and their sponsorship and just love their products. And they had some great deals going on. So Mom, you bought a few new things.
Right.
Can you talk about them?
I'm super excited. I don't know if any of you checked out their site on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. They had some amazing deals. But I bought their waffle bathrobe, and it is my all-time. I am so glad I bought it. I went to check to get another one actually for a gift, and they were sold out. But I'm pretty sure they'll probably be restocked by now. But best bathrobe in my whole life, and one time I had a really nice UGG bathrobe.
You did. I remember that.
This is better. And I want to tell you too on the sizing, I got the extra small. For clothing, I usually either get a small or a medium if that's how the sizing is, but I got the extra small, and it's perfect.
Really?
So I feel like even if you were a small or an extra, anywhere from extra small to smallish medium, that's the size you would get.
So is it still big and comfortable?
Yes, and it has pockets, and it has the waffle fabric and some other. Oh, it's just lovely.
Okay, because I really like when I have a robe, I want to be like draped.
Yes.
I want to be like
it's big and cozy. I love
like
it.
A snuggie, you know.
Yes. Yes. Those snuggies. But was that the 90s?
Yeah, like the commercials.
Yes. But yeah, I absolutely love the bathrobe too. And I also bought a tub of the body butter that
new.
Is Oprah's favorite thing for this year, and it's very nice too. No heavy scent on it. So if you don't like scents or they give you a headache or something, this is very, very light and fresh.
No fragrance. Yes. No crazy fragrances.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say no.
It's very smoothing too.
Yeah.
So really excited.
So nothing too crazy on the smell.
So that was
good.
I didn't do a lot of holiday shopping on the sale days, I felt pretty inundated by all the emails, but I did do that and was really happy because I got my order already and I'm using that bathrobe.
Yeah. I love that they add new products, though. I think that's awesome.
Yes. So remember, you can go to cozyearth.com and you can use the code A Quilting Life for 35% off site-wide. And they don't just have bathrobes. They have sheets and blankets and pajamas and skincare now, too.
Yeah. And you also have our quilts for today.
Yes. I'm
very festive, you guys.
It's festive in here. The whole room. I actually still have one Thanksgiving quilt that's out of the camera, but hopefully that'll be a Christmas quilt very soon, too. But I changed out all my bigger quilts for Christmas. And behind us, we have A Quilting Life 2023 block of the month. And the pattern for the final block, December, which is kind of hidden down back below Chelsea, and the finishing instructions have already been released.
Ooh.
And there were a couple of options. You'll notice there are 12-inch blocks and 6-inch blocks here. And so you can finish a quilt with just the 12-inch blocks and kind of this center setting. If you didn't make the 6-inch blocks, you can just put a border on the outside of that. And then there's also a small little wall hanging with just the 12 6-inch blocks, or I did the combined setting that we added 4 additional friendship stars in the corner and used both blocks. And this was quilted by Miriam Bott, and I love it. I love how it turned out. And I'm going to actually put a smaller quilt on the wall here and put this on a bed. It's nice size. So
yeah, it is a good size.
yeah.
I love that.
I used our 108-inch wide polka dot for the backing. Does this show probably?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And I love it. It's so soft and it just really makes it super soft.
And that comes in 4 different colors of that big dot print, correct?
Yeah,
so
the red, the green, the gray, and the multi.
Yeah.
But I have had some people reaching out to me looking for it. So if you still want to get some, I suggest getting it now because I think it might not be available anymore at the warehouse. So, and the quilt on the table is actually the cover quilt from our Home for the Holidays book that Chelsea and I did together. And that book is actually back in print. I don't know if we've talked about that, but it is available if you're a shop owner and you had it previously from Martingale. You can now get it from C&T Publishing. And I actually just ordered a few more, so I have some back in my shop. But lots of fun projects, and I can't wait to remake some of these quilts in our favorite things.
Yeah, that's part. I'll be talking about that when we get to our second topic today. I'm really excited to make those because we didn't have it yet.
Right.
So,
well,
we didn't have it in time is what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing about your block of the month quilt.
Yes.
Everyone can still go and get those patterns, right? From your blog.
Thank you.
Until the end of this year, though.
Yes. Go get the patterns. They are free. All of these 12 block patterns in 2 sizes and the finishing. Everything is free until December 31st. And then I take it down to make room in my Google Drive storage for 2024. Mm-hmm. So I do move them after I take them down. I do move them into my Etsy shop and you can purchase them as a complete set. But please, 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 if you've started, please go get it for free while you can.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to make it in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, go download. You don't have to make it now.
Exactly. You can go download, print everything off and save it for next year. But do it now so that. Thank you, Billy.
I do have a question. What is the quilt name behind Billy again?
That is Candy Boxes.
Candy Boxes.
Yes.
Okay. And is that charm pack friendly or layer cake friendly?
That is a layer cake quilt. Yes. Cool. And then also there's a quilt that you might be able to see behind Billy above the Juki.
I was going to ask about that one too.
When I set the camera up, you can see it.
Okay. So if you can see that, yes. So that is... Lori Holt did a sew-along on Instagram way back when Instagram was really new. And she gave all of the information for all of those blocks on her Instagram feed. And so you would have to go way back in her feed to get that. But you can make the whole quilt for free from going back. I even feel like it might be, just the fabrics I used were from my stash. A lot of them were Kate Spade Christmas collections.
That's what I was thinking.
Mixed with some others.
I remember them.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's like 2015-ish. I don't know. It's from quite a while ago, 2016, 20.
It's almost when we started, when we were first designers.
Yeah, I think it was before we were designing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a really fun project, and it fit really nicely there. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that it's smaller.
Okay.
Sometimes I need a smaller project.
Yeah, I love them, especially for the holidays.
Yeah.
So should I talk about the box on the table now before we...
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So this is from Cotton Cuts, and it is www.cottoncuts.com, #Cotton Cuts. And they sent me this box. They thought that our listeners might be interested. And this is a modern maker box. And they wanted me also to make sure and let you know. I'm trying to figure out how to open it. This is just a representative box. The boxes are different each month. So this was the November box. And so it's different every month, but I'm just going to read this so I get it right. But this box has 3 one-yard cuts of the Luxe collection by May Cower UK Fabric. And so these fabrics may or may not still be available on their website, but they will curate a different modern maker box for you each month. So it's a subscription, sort of like Fat Quarter Shop, so sampler. So there's a little card. It talks about the fabrics. They have a free little project card pattern, a little bit about the designer. I'm not sure if it's the designer of this fabric or just a designer that they're featuring. So really nice, a little Aurifil thread and a pencil. It says stop, drop, and jelly roll. How cute. And then these are the 3 one-yard cuts, and they are gorgeous. Very beautiful and modern.
I'm eyeing this floral right here. That's cute.
Aren't they so pretty? They're very sophisticated modern, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful prints.
My favorite part, I'm like a kid on Christmas. The box is like, this says caution, contains creativity, inspiration, and unbridled joy. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Billy is going to go show it on his camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And what I was going to say about a box that gives you 3 one-yard cuts, that's really nice. It's perfect for bag making or home decor projects.
It's a lot of fabric.
Yeah, 3 yards. And they have other styles of boxes to choose from, but this modern, if you like the modern fabrics, it would be fun to be surprised by a box every month that is modern.
Yeah.
So really love that.
Yeah,
so thank you to Cotton Cuts for sending that out. And we'll put a link to them in our description as well.
All right. Sounds good. And while the camera's on me, and it's been on me, I guess now, because I showed that, but the quilt behind me, I just put a reminder because I forgot to mention the quilt. It's candy boxes, you said?
Yes.
And there is a link for that in the description. Totally forgot to mention it, that we switched it out last episode, and there were some people that were asking what it was, and I can't even remember if I had it linked. I think I did have it linked in the description, but for sure this time we will, and that's the name of that quilt. So with that, I think we're ready to jump into our topics today. So
excited about these.
Yeah.
Anything Christmas, you guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is definitely the holiday themed episode for this year. And like I said, our next episode will be the 100th episode. So we have some things planned for that, sort of some end of the year wrap up things, and then also like some other special things that we'll reveal then. But go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is our last episode before Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
and we are, so to start off with, we're going to talk first about some holiday projects and maybe things that you guys are currently working on that you're excited about or that are on your to-do list. So why don't you go ahead and first talk about anything that I know you guys always mention, seasonal sewing. So what are some things you can share that you're currently working on that are holiday themed?
Do you want to go first or me?
Well, I'm going to go first because Billy and I have been Mom even sewed along, but I'm using the favorite things
Right.
for my All-American quilt. And by this time, we've wrapped it up, basically. Yeah. And so that's basically what I've been doing, and I've been enjoying that as well because it's done right before Christmas. But yeah, I used favorite things for my All-American quilt pattern.
Well, now actually, were we going to do, because we're filming this in advance, obviously, but were we going to do a 2-week break until we do the finishing after the last block? Because it actually might come out the week of this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe.
We probably are. Yeah,
okay.
We'll probably
I don't know.
do
We had
something
discussed
So
earlier.
maybe they haven't seen the last.
last one.
But for sure, all the block videos
For
will
sure,
be
all
out.
the block videos.
And,
Yeah.
And if anything, it's just waiting on the finishing video.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that's what you've been doing.
And I love favorite things. I think it's so pretty. And I think it has to do with just how, I don't know, bright the reds and the pinks bring everything. And
Yeah.
So I've been working on that, but I feel like Mom always has I did think to myself, I have been decorating for Christmas and I thought, I need to grab one runner from Mom. Just one, because I probably could use another one, but I should just make it. That's what Billy would say. So I liked what Camille told me at market. She said, because I was like, I just want to make a full quilt. I don't want to make a runner. And she's like, but Chelsea, runners are just mini quilts. And I'm like, you're right.
That's true. I actually just made a runner the other day, and
Shocker.
well, it's going to be a free pattern next Monday on the Works in Progress, right, Billy?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, it's going to be a free pattern. It's actually, Chelsea did a free pattern in the summer, the low volume quilt with the stars.
Yes.
So I designed a runner. I sized everything down. Based off of her inspiring quilt. And so this is going to be free also. And I did a runner with favorite things.
With the stars and everything.
Yes,
So
it's super cute. I can't wait. My quilter got sick, Vicky, that lives out here.
Oh,
so
that was the project.
yes. So I'm going to be actually taking it to her very soon. But yeah.
Everyone is sick right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of it going
Everyone.
around. So, but I've been working on that. And then I've also been working on, so I have a log cabin quilt on my bed, king size. It's all fig tree fabrics with a little bit of our greens thrown in.
Have I seen this one?
Probably. So
And
I've
it's
had
on your bed.
Yeah.
So it's a big one.
Yes. But every time I walk in there, I think I should give this to Candace or Chelsea after this season and then make a new log cabin quilt with favorite things for my bed.
You should give it to me.
I thought I would ask you first. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so if you want a king size log cabin
Mom.
fig tree Christmas quilt, I think I'm gonna start a favorite things version.
Mom,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
Because you know which one is on my bed still?
The red, white, and blue
The
one.
red, white, and blue one.
So,
That is king size.
Okay.
I don't know why. When you think of making a king size quilt, that is so daunting. And I don't even want to take it to my quilter because I'm fearing for their life.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Marion just having to manhandle that thing onto her machine. And she is a tough woman, but I just feel for her. You got to have some muscle. You got to get that thing up there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I'm going to start that really soon because like you said earlier, it's so fun to sew in the season for the season.
Yeah.
Even if you don't finish it that year, it's fun. So I think I'm going to make some log cabin blocks and I have no intention of finishing this until maybe spring or summer, but just start on it now.
You want to know what I want to do with you?
Huh.
I want to do a block swap with you
Oh, that would be fun.
where we do you got to make, we should do this.
We should do something
We
like
should
that.
do a log cabin one
Yeah.
or you could mix in stars or whatever, but we have to swap a certain amount of blocks
Oh,
or
that'd be
whatever.
really fun.
Do you trust me?
I do. Yes. That would be super
Do
fun.
you know my skills now?
Super fun.
Hey, can I comment about the quilt you just were talking about, though?
Yes.
Because now it's not, I don't think it's...
Do you want it too? Do you want it too?
Well, I'm just saying I don't think it's fair. You have an advantage to
Oh, so the oldest child should maybe be asked first.
No, not at all. I have no desire for that quilt.
Okay.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is it's not fair that you can, stake a claim to it when it was just brought up on the podcast. So I think it's only fair that maybe you and Candace play a game of Monopoly for it. I'll be the banker to make sure there's no cheating.
Oh my goodness. Do you have the stamina to sit there for 8 hours? Monopoly can't. Oh, I'm going to crush this. It's on.
I'm just trying to make it. I want some competition.
I might have given Candace, I'll have to ask her how many king size quilts I've given her, though. She might have more than you.
Kate.
Oh, okay.
So I might have to ask her.
Thank you, Mother.
I have to ask her.
Let me give you guys some insight into Billy. This has not changed my entire life. There will be things in the family, and Billy will have been. He'll be like 10 years old. You want to know what? I think we should have a thumb war. You want to know what? How about we race to the end of the street and see who's the fat? He did that one time. There was a race and I won. And do you remember this? He doesn't remember.
I don't remember you
It was
winning
when we lived
a
with my
race.
grandparents in Las Vegas. And I
Did
won.
I give you a head start?
No, because I am no, you weren't in the race.
Oh, okay.
I raced cousins,
I organized
and
it.
you
Yeah,
organized it because
that makes more sense.
Yes, you are the organizer.
Yeah.
So just so everyone knows, this is very his personality. Let's play Monopoly. There's a million other games out there, but he chose Monopoly so he could be the banker.
Well, I was thinking that because that's just you guys are after something, a piece of property, or an object. Monopoly can be a cutthroat game, so I wanted you guys to go after it.
Yeah.
I think Mom
Anyway.
has flipped the board once or twice in her career.
I did just buy a new chess checkerboard.
Oh, the kids are excited.
I sent my board to your house and it came back
Ripped.
missing half of the board. So over the last time Sean was here, he made a paper square thing and taped it to the board so that they could play chess and checkers.
Oh, okay.
And so I thought this is not going to work. So I
just bought a new one.
I bought a new board.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can legitimately play. Oh, and this is a question I had for Billy. Totally off subject. They sent 2 extra queens. Why is that?
Because
Can you have 2 queens on the board at the same time?
when your pawn gets down to the opposite side, you
always choose a queen.
can get an
right?
extra queen.
Okay.
So you can have multiple queens. So yeah, a lot of chess sets will send extra queens.
Okay. So that's why the chess
So,
set has extra queens. Okay.
When you sent a picture of that, I went to Amazon and there's this book called How to Win at Chess. Do you have that book, Billy?
No, there's lots of books
No.
about chess.
Well, guess
theory.
what? I'm going to buy it and I'm going to beat you guys.
We'll see.
Billy's been playing a lot of chess for a long time.
Do you beat Sean regularly?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Billy is the chess
Does it make him angry?
king of the
Of
family.
course. Yeah.
That is the one thing. My boys were both in chess club in elementary school.
They were.
Yes.
Yeah. And I remember thinking you'd be like, "Oh, Sean's at chess club." I'm like, "What?"
I know.
No, that is. I'll talk about this later, but that is like really something fun when we get together during the holidays when we're with my family. We play games, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
always really. And Billy always will bring a new game, so
Yeah,
it's fun.
This whole thing might seem off topic, but it's really on topic because this is sort of a holiday tradition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is games and things of that nature.
yeah.
So
And then just to finish up my Christmas sewing, I am working on a really fun hexagon project. I'm working on some other small projects, and I'm making a lot of little bags. It seems like the women in our family like little bags during the holidays. And so I am making some new bags. I tried out some new patterns, and I actually took one of my patterns and kind of meshed it with another pattern and made a Kindle case cover for myself.
Of course,
I made that for
you
myself.
did.
But yeah, I've been doing some holiday sewing, and it's been a lot of fun.
I love that for you. I'm like in the midst of like sports and flag football and basketball, and I'm just gonna take a step back and finish my little project and hopefully be done. But yeah.
No, every time Dad goes, my husband's coaching basketball right now. So I've just made it my thing that every time he leaves and goes to practice, I sew.
Yeah.
I don't work, I sew. So that's been really good for me.
Are there anything that you want to make that you probably won't get to this year that you have your eye on? And also, are there any new fabric lines, maybe you saw them at market or maybe you've seen them online that have caught your attention?
So I will not get to it, but from our Home for the Holidays book, I am remaking Amaryllis, but I want to do it in Favorite Things. And so I just don't think it's going to happen.
Right.
But I love that quilt and I really, really want to remake it.
You should get all the fabrics for it though.
Yeah.
And put it all in a box.
And have it ready.
And then just label it Amaryllis. And then you'll have it ready to go.
To go next time.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. It's just a lot of really, if you want your fabric placement to be a certain way, you really have to keep that one organized. So I know it's going to be a lot of work.
Because that's actually a good idea if people want to make a project, can't get to it, but have the fabric at the time to cut the fabric first and just put it away.
Yeah.
Because then you might run out of it and not have access to it anymore.
Right. And label it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask you guys also, like with Favorite Things, it came out a year ago, or did we just show it?
We shared it a year ago. It was in shops in the summer.
That's right, in summer. So are you how many more things or how much longer can you use that fabric until you guys will be out?
Oh, I'm running out.
Well, yeah, I had bought some to sell and then it was selling so fast that I stopped and I said, I'm keeping the rest of this for myself.
I actually have to go back through mine because I'm almost worried that I'm going to completely run out. There's so many more things I want to use it for.
Right.
And it's gone. You can't.
Yeah.
It's really hard to find.
Yes. So, and I won't get to this. I thought I would. I really want to make that Letters to Santa quilt that Moda did.
I know.
In Favorite Things. So I've also decided I'm going to just put the fabric for that in a box.
Away.
And yeah, because I kind of want to make the log cabin blocks first.
Yeah.
So, and make some of those.
See, now I want to make a log cabin. The log cabin is like my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I can't. This is just too much.
I'll call your sister and let you know if you're getting that quilt or not.
I'm getting the quilt. I'm getting the quilt. I have one.
So,
I only gave you one, King.
Yes, one.
Okay, I'll call her. I know she has one too, but she might have two. Okay, enough on that.
So with that, running out of fabric, and that I sort of jumped the gun there, but yeah, are there any other fabric lines that you feel I'm out of my Favorite Things Christmas fabric? Is there any others that you are looking at?
There were quite a few just right across the aisle from us at Market.
Yeah.
So I feel like I love Jackie of Sweetfire Road. Hers was really bright and happy. And then I also loved Corey's. And I have to say I was really happy to see Corey's in person because I didn't fall in love with it in the catalog pictures. But when I saw her booth, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And who else had Christmas there? Lisa Bonjean, but it was more of like a red work type.
Yeah, wasn't Stephanie's?
Oh, Stephanie's was beautiful too.
Yeah. Fancy that house design?
Yes.
She always does really great panels too.
Yeah. So there are lots coming.
So there were quite a few.
If you're looking.
I mean, there were a lot. I can't even name them all. There were so many in the catalog.
Pickens also and Janelle Kent had Christmas fabrics. So,
oh, wow. There was a lot
and Janelle's toweling with the new fabric line.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It's good.
Yeah, so there are a lot to choose from, but I feel like I'll be able to sew with Favorite Things throughout the rest of this year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be hoarding it.
I'm hoarding what I have and not letting it go.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, good. Any other holiday projects, any other to-dos, fabrics, or sounds good?
No, I think that's... I mean, the only other one that I really want to make that I know I'm not going to get to again is Log Cabin Santa and by Urban Chicks. And that is... I have that. It's in its little cute box, and I just know I'm going to savor every second of that. But I just haven't gotten to it.
If there are any shops out there that have one of those kits,
Mom
will you email me?
wants
I want one.
She wants one, and you guys,
Yeah.
you can't find them.
Yeah,
So
but it's fun to sew with Christmas fabrics during the Christmas season, and I do not worry, except for the things I'm making for gifts. If it's for myself, I don't worry that I'm going to finish it by Christmas. It's just fun to sew.
it's just fun, and
Yeah.
it should be. It
Yes.
should not be. You should not be stressed about it.
Yes.
Please don't be stressed about it. We should all be enjoying our December.
Yes.
Okay. Well, with that, we'll move on to our next topic, which is also holiday related, like we had mentioned, but it's not so much anything to do with quilting. We're just going to have a little bit of a fun section here, sort of a rapid fire, but feel free to, elaborate on any of these topics that you want to. But I figured we could just go through and talk about some of our, your favorite holiday traditions and memories. And I just have a few questions here for you. The first one actually is a more quilting related question. But so each of you, what is your favorite holiday quilting project that you've ever made in your years of quilting?
Ooh.
Can I go first?
Yes.
Because
Go
I
ahead.
just put it on Finn's bed.
Okay.
So one of my favorite quilt patterns is by Camille Ross Kelly, and it is Takes the Cake. And it is, so there's a first version. I might have the name wrong.
You might have number 2.
I might have, number 2 is the one that it's
Okay.
not the bigger block one. It's the smaller squares. And I wanted to make that out of Urban Chicks.
Swell Christmas.
Swell Christmas. And I made that quilt Swell Christmas with a Bella 200 background. And I did a black polka dot binding on it. And I fussy cut as many of those squares of Santa's head as I could.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And Finn has a full-size bed, and so it fits his full-size bed. And I surprised all the kids, and I had Christmas quilts on their beds when they got home the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Oh, fun.
And he walked in and was just so excited to have, and he was like, and there's Santa here, and Santa here, and his face is right here. And he's
cute.
just at that age where
Yeah.
it's so perfect. That is my favorite ever Christmas project I think I've ever made.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Because my kids' excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have so many. Gosh, but what I have been noticing, and last year I did the Socialites too, Fat Quarter Shop Sew Along, and I made the little 3-inch blocks.
Oh,
And
I know.
Remember, I started out with just using the reds and greens from Emma, and then as soon as I had our favorite things collection, I started mixing those in. So it's beautiful. It's red and green and white, and it's a wall hanging. It's just about around 30 by 30. It's very modern, the setting, but I hung it up in the kitchen, and I keep walking by that, and I love that so much. It is just,
Yeah, it's pretty.
it's very modern and favorite things, and I just love that project.
Yeah.
I have to send me a picture.
Yeah,
so
I'll send you a picture so you can
that
pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that, I don't know. I love them. I'm really having fun with this hexagon project I'm working on now.
Yeah. Like it.
Yeah. And oh, really quick, because I meant to talk about this earlier. There is a book that I just read called A Calm Christmas and a Happy New Year. And it is by a woman from the UK. Her first name is Beth. Her last name starts with a K. We'll have it linked in the description. But it is a beautiful, lovely book about having a calm December and going into January rested, peaceful. I can't remember where I heard about this book, but it's actually, I think from 2020 is when she wrote it, but it's been selling like crazy right now. And it was actually, the hard copies were sold out when I went to order it. And so I ordered it on my Kindle. But a couple days ago, I noticed they were back in stock, the hard copies, and I ordered one. It is a beautiful, lovely book and I've finished it now, but for celebrating your Christmas season in a calm way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished it in 2 hours, you guys. That's what she said.
No, it took me a few days. And there's a lot of places where you can journal and write things down.
Cool. Ooh, I like that.
It's lovely. So
I like that.
okay.
Okay, so the next question here, and this one isn't quilting related, but what's your favorite holiday treat or snack that is made this time of year?
Oh my goodness. I mean,
Maybe do a sweet and a savory.
Okay, if you want to, that's
I
fine.
can't do just one.
okay, wait, I'm going to do my sweet and then you're going to do your sweet.
Okay.
Okay, so this isn't the most popular one in the family. I know it's the Jell-O for everyone else. But I don't know, Mom's sugar cookies are always a favorite for Christmas time. But the one in our book, which one is the apple crisp,
Yeah.
is always a favorite.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
sugar cookies are in our book.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are. So
Yeah.
sugar,
I really like that sugar cookie recipe.
sugar
too.
cookies. I choose the sugar cookies.
You choose the sugar cookies.
Is that the one you're going for?
No, I just actually
You're going to choose the Jell-O.
no, I'm not going to choose the Jell-O. The Jell-O's never been my favorite. It's
Casey loves it.
Casey, Sean, yeah.
They adore it.
But Candace loves it, the Jell-O.
So great, guys. I'm not the
Yeah.
Jell-O person.
So I actually just made, this is brand new, you guys haven't even had it, but a pumpkin cream cheese loaf, a new recipe that I tried, and
Yeah.
it was incredible. And I
Really?
think it's my new holiday.
See, pumpkin's not my favorite.
Yeah, this is really good.
You guys, I went to Costco right before Thanksgiving, which was not smart. And the amount of women lunging for the pumpkin pies, I was like, like I had to get out of there. I'm like, I just need to get Grillo's pickles right now. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and so, yeah. Interesting.
I do like, I don't know if this is sweet or savory, but I make it almost every year, that cranberry salsa dip. It's an Our Best
Yes.
Bites recipe.
Oh
We
my
can
goodness.
link
And it's
that.
kind of spicy. Is that the jalapeno one or is the other one?
There's
the
jalapenos and cranberries and
So
cream cheese.
good.
And
My husband loves that one.
yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Yeah, that one's kind of savory.
savory and sweet. Yeah.
I think I would choose that one.
Would you?
That one's like, but you guys, we can't even, my stomach is growling. We can't bring up the desserts without bringing up just everything
Nope, we
that
can,
dang
but
it,
just
sorry.
desserts.
Okay, just desserts.
That's
sorry.
a whole separate podcast.
Oh my goodness. I can't even stop thinking about mom and dad's Christmas dinners.
Okay. So yeah, so did we answer
So,
that? Then?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah.
And the book you're talking about was your Home for the Holidays book, right?
Yes.
So some of those,
Some of those recipes are in that
Recipes are
book.
in there, guys.
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
So I have this whole Christmas movie thing.
I know your
all-time favorite is The Holiday.
Yeah.
And yes, I've already watched it.
The Holiday. Who's that?
Like
Jude Law, Cameron Diaz,
Jack Black.
Okay.
Someone else who
Jack Black is so good in this movie.
is so funny.
I love this movie. And yes, I watch it every year and I've already watched it and I'll probably watch it again this year. It's streaming on Hulu right now for free. So you don't have to rent it. And we've already watched a couple new Netflix movies. And so
Yeah.
trying to watch a few every week.
But the number one, if you're to rank one, it'd be
The
the
Holiday.
Holiday.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, Home Alone number 2 is has to be a classic. My kids and I have already watched it like 4 times. My kids could quote the whole movie. It
Really?
is
You like number 2 better than number 1, huh?
Number 2 is better than number 1. Hands
That's
down.
controversial.
Wow.
Oh, it's so much. When they go to New York, it's so much better. Come on. And I feel like his contraptions in his uncle's house are way better than what he does in the first house, too. I don't know. I loved it. As a kid, I was like, Kevin is so smart. Like, Harry, I've reached the top. You just can't beat it, you know? And it's just funny.
I'm going to have to rewatch those. I haven't watched them for a while.
Watch it with my kids because they just think it's hilarious.
I thought of one I missed too.
Then Jingle All the Way.
That was it.
Is absolutely, my kids love Jingle All the Way. They think it's hilarious. I mean, come on. Arnold.
Yeah. I love that movie.
But yeah, we've already started the Thanksgiving Day. We started with the newer Grinch movie, the cartoon one that it was Pixar and the animated one. But
I like Elf with Will Ferrell too.
I mean, Elf is always a classic. I could go on and on.
And then also Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I know that's not like your typical Christmas movie, but they are trying to get home for Christmas, right?
What?
I think so.
I think it's with Steve Martin and John Candy.
I think it is Christmas.
I think that's a
could be
Christmas
Thanksgiving,
setting.
but
Maybe it's Thanksgiving.
I
But
can't remember.
Anyway.
Yeah. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Okay, next.
I'll add mine in.
Yeah.
real quick.
Oh, yes. Tell us.
So, well, first I was going to do I like the little snowball cookies you make for
yes,
for
those
holiday
are your
time.
favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I like those a lot, and they only show up around this time of year.
Yes, I will make those.
And then my all-time favorite Christmas movie has to be Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase.
okay.
Of course,
I don't
that's
think that's-
Mason's.
It's so
even-
80s.
Yeah, but that's the best to me. Isabel is obsessed with the movie Elf. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna
Elf
be,
is good.
They've started putting it back in theaters every holiday season, so
Yeah.
I have to go see it. I should show a picture of what she has in her car.
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, I'll show you guys too.
Okay.
I might have to cut this out, but I might leave it in if I get that picture. I'll show you guys. Okay.
Is Christmas Vacation the one with the grandma on the roof of the car? Or is that
No,
just the
that's just
regular
Vacation.
vacation?
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I do like. Do you guys like A Christmas Story?
Yeah,
That
I
one's
finally
funny,
watched
too.
that. I had never watched it. And
What?
yeah, and it came out when I was
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yes. I finally watched it last year.
What in the world?
Yes.
And do you know a fun fact? The boy in the movie is in the movie Elf. He's one of the elves at the beginning of the movie. They had him in it
interesting.
specifically. They had him in it
Yeah.
as one of the head elves.
Oh,
So,
interesting. That's cool.
Not
to
Papa
know.
Elf, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one I was going to ask is, what is your favorite Christmas carol, if you had to choose one?
Do you hear what I hear? I love
oh, you're going with
and Oh Holy Night.
yeah. Ooh,
I really like Oh Holy Night.
Ooh,
There's also a Christmas song that I really love. It's by Gwen Stefani and it's on her Christmas album and it's called Christmas Eve and it's just really beautiful. It's
That
a
was
little
my
bit,
next question, is
a
what's
little
your
bit-
favorite modern Christmas song or
Okay.
album? So maybe, I guess maybe that would be that
Yeah,
for you.
I like that Gwen Stefani Christmas album. Yeah.
So I definitely have to say Oh Holy Night. Like that one gets me every time. But I like Mary Did You Know? Pentatonics does a really, really good version of that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I just love Christmas music. And this has to do with Mom. So every year I just remember she would deep clean right before Christmas and she would blast this Christmas music. And I just have such good memories of Christmas music being played all day. And back in the day, she had the stereo with,
The
you
two speakers.
didn't shuffle with a shuffle iPod then. They had the 6-disc rotation that you hit the shuffle on, and it was, Vince Gill Christmas song, and then you had a modern, you had
Johnny Mathis.
yeah, like she had all this stuff on her shuffle, and I don't know, I loved it all.
Yeah. We drove up to Salt Lake right before Thanksgiving, and it's about a 5.5 hour drive. We found an iTunes Christmas playlist
Was it good?
that lasted us the entire drive. That
Look
was
at you
so
guys.
good. And we listened to it again on the way home.
Just being festive.
Yeah.
I like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra for
Yes!
the Christmas. I'd like to
Carol
go
of
to
the
one of their
Bells?
shows someday.
We
Yeah.
should
Live.
go.
I've never been, but it's a big light show, and they have the,
Yeah.
I like that. They're Carol of the Bells,
If
too.
you go, I'm going with you. I don't know.
They do come to Vegas
They
quite a
do
lot.
come to
yeah.
Vegas. Yeah. I had a friend go in high school and he said it was fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be my pick. But okay, do you have any modern song or album, Chelsea, that you want to mention, or too many to pin one down?
Pentatonics is pretty modern. They
Yeah, well, I mean, like not a traditional carol.
like
so
Mariah
like somebody,
Carey
yeah,
or Justin
any of these,
Bieber or
Oh yeah, I love Justin Bieber's
I like
Christmas
that
album.
Ariana Grande Christmas song.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, all
the
right.
Wham! Last Christmas song came out when I was in high school or college.
Oh, Wham. Okay.
Yeah.
Wham!
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What's his name?
He's passed away now, the
Yeah,
lead singer. Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't remember either.
I feel bad.
I just love Christmas music, okay?
There's also one with, I don't know, have you heard this one with Elton John and he's also British, Ed Sheeran. The Elton John Ed Sheeran Christmas song is really
What?
pretty. I like that one.
I didn't know they had one together.
That's very new. Yeah. I like that.
Wow.
Okay. So the next one, I want you to try to remember the most memorable gift you received when you were a child. So 12 years old or under.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it is already.
Oh, you do? Okay. Go first.
Guys, I talk about this every year. I was gifted, I don't even remember it, but I was gifted when I was I one? Or was I, when I was born, was the music box that Grandma Bertha gave me. That is.
Yeah, it would have been your first Christmas.
But I guess it's not my most memorable because I don't remember receiving it. But it has had the most impact.
Yeah, I would say that counts. Then.
Okay, and it still plays. And every year I carefully unbox it and I set it out and it plays the song My Favorite Things. And that was the inspiration for the fabric collection. And every year after the kids, I don't do it till the kids go to sleep because I want to listen to it by myself. And
Is it still playing?
It still plays. Guys, it still plays and it's really slow and the train tries its hardest to move. And I don't even think there's a shop in the world that could fix it properly right now. But and sometimes randomly the rocking horse will rock just randomly. And I just love it. I love it. It's my favorite gift I've ever received.
So when I read this on the outline that Billy sent, so when I was 8, I really wanted a baby alive.
Oh my goodness.
This is like the original baby alive that you fed this mushy stuff and it would have bodily functioning bowel movements. It had diapers.
Do you know how much mold is in that thing right now?
Oh, it's gone. But anyway, I really wanted that more than anything that Christmas. And I was I was 8. And it was the first year in our new house that the one that you guys went to when you were little.
Oh, I remember it.
Okay. So, but I snuck out. I woke up early in the morning.
So this is the early 70s?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I snuck out there and
No,
she was
you
there.
didn't.
She was there and I went back to bed. And I don't even think I ever told my parents that I snuck out.
Now my grandma knows if she watches this, she's going to know.
But yeah, I just went and she was there and I was like, okay, go back to bed.
I can relax.
But yeah, but then there was another year. I don't know where I came up with this, but somehow I told my parents that I wanted 100 presents.
Yeah.
And my mom wrapped 100 boxes for me. And
what?
Yeah. And some of them were just like $1 bills, just so that she could get to the 100 boxes.
Did you were you bored of opening them? Or were
I
you
never
just
asked for that again.
Oh my goodness.
But I was like, I want 100 presents. And I guess I was pretty adamant about it. And so, yeah, I feel like probably 60 of the boxes were just $1 bills or more. Maybe 75 of the boxes were $1 bills. But yeah, a lot of wrapping for my mom that year.
What an ambitious child.
Yes.
That is crazy. What was your most memorable gift, Billy?
Under the age of 12.
Under the age of 12.
Well, I have to ask you a question, Mom.
Yes.
Did you give me that first Ninja Turtle movie for Christmas?
Oh.
Or was it
a birthday?
For birthday.
The toys were a birthday.
Yeah, I feel like the movie might have been a Christmas gift.
Okay, that's what I was thinking when I was trying to think about it, because then I probably watched that thing over 1,000 times.
Yeah.
After you gave it to me.
Oh my goodness. He was obsessed, you guys. Obsessed.
Let's just pretend that wasn't a Christmas gift. I remember one Christmas I got up and you guys had got me this little race car track, and it just had these little controls that you press down, like little triggers.
In the Vegas house.
And the cars would drive around the track, and there was 2 of them, so you could race them.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember really being excited about that.
Okay.
So
gift.
Dad put it on a table because, and I think Dad was into it just as much as you were. Like
didn't we have it on the dining table?
Yes. Why do I
Yeah.
remember this?
Yeah.
This was the house in Vegas.
Yes.
That was a cool gift. Yeah. It was huge.
Yeah.
It was ginormous.
Yeah, it took up the whole dining table.
Yeah. Wow.
And then, so that's mine. So
Fun.
That is
the
so
last
weird.
one I had here was, what is your most memorable gift as an adult? So it could be any time after 12 years old.
Oh, man.
So that's a hard question. I don't know. I feel like I really love the sewing machine that I got
Yeah.
that year. I was really surprised by that. I also loved, your grandparents for Christmas 4 years in a row. They gave us that beach house.
Oh,
Where that was our Christmas gift. So they
Yeah.
didn't give anybody anything those 4 years. They just rented the beach house for all their grandchildren to come.
But I was a kid, so that doesn't count for
But
me.
I was an adult.
You were an adult.
So for me, that was really a great gift of giving me a gift of an experience to have with my children.
With your children.
That was amazing. Yeah.
Tell me if mine is not like this is my most memorable gift as an adult, but I don't know that it counts. So when we first started designing fabric, I hand draw, and so I wanted that Surface Pro.
Yeah, and
that I could draw. I can draw on the actual tablet.
yeah.
And I am not going to lie. This is going to sound so sappy, but it was like my husband hadn't been working at his job very long, and wasn't making much, and we hadn't started designing fabric. And every year with his company, they give him a little bonus. And I really wanted this really, really badly. And oh my goodness, I'm going to cry. He used his whole bonus. And then I remember you chipped in with it.
Yeah, we did. Instead of giving you or Mason a gift that year, we gave you.
You gave us the money to go buy this tablet. So he used this bonus, and my mom pitched in, and they got me this Surface Pro. And let me just tell you, that was the greatest gift because of what came out of that. And it was so sweet that my husband did that and that my mom did that. And so that was really, really memorable for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what about you, Billy?
Okay. So mine just happened a few years ago, and I'll go ahead and tell it. I'll try to shorten the story up as much as possible because there's like a backstory to it. But it's something Isabel got me just a few years ago. So she had noticed I had this basketball jersey from like my favorite basketball player as a kid growing up. It was Larry Johnson UNLV jersey that I think you got me at some point in high school.
Yes.
For Christmas or my birthday, one of the two. I'm too old to remember the difference now. But anyway, I had this jersey, really liked it. It was like really my favorite thing. And then I had a friend who, he was from high school as well, but I would see him when I was going to college, and he was in a band, and he was a drummer. And he's sort of a wild character. We could have like a whole little mini series on this guy and his life. But he's actually friends with Chelsea's husband as well.
He grew up with him.
So yeah. But anyway, long story short, he was always like, "Hey, let me borrow that Larry Johnson jersey. I want to wear it at my little show and my gig, And I'd always give it to him, and then he'd always be like, "Oh, I probably only gave it to him once," and then he'd always be like, "Oh, you don't want it now? I'll wash it and bring it back to you." And then he'd be like, call me, "Hey, Billy, I'm going to wear that jersey again in my next show." So this happened for several months. I'm like, okay, whatever, just get it back to me. Anyway, he ends up losing it. And so I don't know where it went. I don't know what happened to it.
This is Chris, right?
It's
Yes,
Chris.
yes,
Okay.
his name is Chris. So I was gone. And they didn't make those jerseys anymore. They were hard to find. So later on, I date Isabel. I told her this story about this jersey. And then this other company remade actually a really nice collector's version of that jersey. And then she saw it and she was trying to get me one for Christmas. Well, she found one online, but it was a medium. I wear a large. And so it was after Christmas and I opened the box. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you got this jersey. Like I was shocked. I was just really, really happy for it. And she's like, put it on. I don't know if I got the right size. And I put it on and it's a little tight. And I'm like, oh no, this is fine. And she's like, that's not the right. What size do you wear? What size are your other jerseys? I'm like, okay, they're large. And she was just like, oh, I'll try to return it. Well, they didn't have any larges online. And
oh my goodness.
Like nowhere could she find it. And it took her a long time to find that jersey online. So we do some work. We do some, where can you actually buy these in person? And we're lucky that we live in Las Vegas because they have so many shops down on the Strip and everything and all these different stores. So we found out that Shoe Palace was actually held some of these jerseys in stock, but it was just sort of like hit or miss if they have them. So we went down one day and to look for them, and I'm not one to really like ask a lot of like I if I go into a store, I typically go in, look for my stuff. If they have it, cool. If not, I'll ask a question to an employee, but sometimes it's probably they don't have it out. It's probably not there. But Isabel was insistent. We were at the Venetian shops, I think, is where we eventually found it. Is that she's like, nope, we need to ask an employee at the Shoe Palace if they have this. I'm like, okay, fine, if you want to. And then so we go and she's like, excuse me, would you happen to have one of the Mitchell and Ness Larry Johnson jerseys? And the employee, like, he had like some boxes and he's like, actually, what size are you looking for?
Oh no.
And then she's like, large. And he's like, I didn't think we did, but I was back there today moving some stuff and there was one that had fallen behind some boxes. This is a true story.
Goodness.
This is exactly what he said. He's like, let me go see if it was a large. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And so he went back there and he came back. I was like, yep, it's a large.
What?
And so I ended up getting the right size, and it's sort of like a little, miracle or whatever.
Yeah. Christmas miracle.
I don't think I knew the entirety of the story.
Literally, it had fallen between boxes. They thought they were out of stock of it. That morning, the manager randomly saw it because he said other people had come in looking for it.
Yeah.
And they told him, nope, we don't have any more. And then it got
And you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
That's got to be my most memorable
Woo!
gift, as an adult. So that was long, but that
Oh my goodness.
neat little story there.
That is crazy.
I love that.
That is crazy.
And what was the name of the baby mom again?
Baby Alive.
Baby
Baby Alive.
Alive.
Yeah, I got to go to YouTube and look if there's old commercials for this, because this is probably that's got to be funny.
I think they came out with a newer one when you guys were younger, and I was like, "Don't you want Baby Alive?" And you guys didn't want it.
But
maybe Candace got it.
Maybe
actually.
Candace, but not me, guys. I was like not a doll
not
person.
Not the doll girl. Yeah.
Even I even got the American Girl dolls, but I'm like, no, I don't want them in my room. Yeah. That's like. I will say this. I know it wasn't a thing on it, but it was about favorite holiday traditions. And we, every year, the day after Thanksgiving, go and get Christmas trees. And we went this year, but last year was a lot of snow, but it was clear as day out. And this year we went and it was a blizzard. It was storming. We thought they were going to do road closures. And I kept telling my husband, I think we should turn around. And he says, no, the weather says it's going to clear up.
Right.
So we just like carry on. It is like it was kind of scary. The visibility was really low. And he's like, it's going to clear up. And we have this favorite little spot. And it slowed down a lot, but it picked back up while we were searching for a tree. So we kept the kids in the truck. Their grandparents were there. And I am just trudging through the snow, and it is like fresh powder. And I don't know if I should share this. My husband had to use the bathroom.
Okay.
He had to pee. And I'm like, okay, would you hurry up? And all of a sudden, through the trees comes the wind had picked up. And it takes all the fresh powder, and it just like is an onslaught. And I'm like, babe. And he's like, you gotta hurry and get behind this tree. And I hurry and jump. And it just was like, and just went straight through it. It was crazy. It was crazy. We were just like covered in snow because of this huge thing. But we found a Christmas tree, and my husband carried it to the truck, and we got it, and we got it all set up, and we got the lights on it. So that is a favorite tradition of mine. And on the way, we were driving, and this ginormous buck jumps across the road, leaps over.
Yeah.
It was a buck.
Yeah, deer.
A deer.
In case some people don't know what.
Yeah, a deer. A male deer.
Yes.
It's a buck. Jumps across the road and just perfect leap. I'm like, my kids just thought it was Rudolph. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, fun times. We love that tradition. I'm sorry, I had to share it.
No, that's fun.
Yeah. So, okay. So you guys, our 100th episode is going to be on Tuesday, December 26th.
Yeah. And there were a couple people like, no, keep it on Christmas. And I know it's tough we're not trying to like be Grinches or anything, but it's just, we just decided a while ago that we're going to do it the day after. Just YouTube functions better a little bit the day after holiday. So yeah, so we're gonna stick with that, but we will have some fun things in store for that day.
Yes.
Yes, we will. things I won't even tell you to.
Wow. Well, we look forward to that episode and seeing you there. And thanks so much for stopping by.